And we're live. Hello everybody. Quý vị khỏe không? Mới đó thứ hai lại rồi. My goodness, where did the weekend go? If you're watching from the United States, let me see a one. Yeah, that's right, a one. Vietnam is number 2. Good morning, Vietnam. Canada's 3. A. And Úc is 4. Let's see who we got here today. Let's see who we got here. 15 là 1. Or maybe it's 15 hay là 15. Khổ lắm. Tiếng Việt mà không có dấu thôi chịu, phải không? We've got Nga Huấn. And we've got Ann Little. Ann Little. Do not be fooled by the name. Ann Little is one of my new team members. And she is moving fast. And finally, someone who lives near me. Everyone lives in Orange County. I'm so excited to have a team member who lives near me. Okay, we've got Nina Lay, of course. Jim Rotter from Seal Beach. Chị Minh Châu từ bên kia kìa. Bên kia. We got Mark from Plainville, Connecticut. Wow. Plainville, Connecticut. I didn't know, I never heard of a Plainville, Connecticut. My buddy Dennis. We've got Tiffany from Danville, California. Wow, up there. Hello, Julie. Number 2. Chào chị. Chúc gia đình chị nhiều sức khỏe. And another number 1. Very nice. Okay. So today we, I didn't prepare a lot. However, I think you'll find it interesting. You must. Why? Because I've gotten so many calls and emails this past week. Okay. Sleepless in Seattle. My agent, Vincent Tran, in Mobile, Alabama. In fact, when you say it, you must say it that way. Mobile, Alabama. Okay? In? Or are you going to westernize it? Yen. Hello there. Very good. And Michael Mai watching us, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Very nice. And aloha. Aloha. Sam Black. And Julie is in Florida. Julie, how are you guys holding up? I don't know where Boynton Beach is, but I have some friends in Georgia who kind of had a tough time of it. So I hope you guys are doing okay down there. I've had some friends in Georgia who were out of power for like 87 or 83 hours, and it's been hot. So we feel for you guys down there. Hope you guys are doing okay. Okay, music's gone. Bye-bye, music. Okay, everybody. Oh, wait, there's a 5. High 5 or số 5? Số 5 là từ đâu vậy? Cần Thơ, Việt Nam nè. Very nice. Okay. So this whole week, I've gotten a lot of emails and phone calls and texts regarding annuities with a lot of questions. So I thought I would let you watching live tonight also ask your questions. And then I wanted to do a live demonstration of an illustration. So when you think about getting, whether it's life insurance or an annuity, someone should do an illustration for you to show you what's probably going to happen with your money. Okay? What's probably going to happen with your money. And so, okay. Someone said I saw a lot of ads on YouTube or Facebook about digital business, 10K a month. Sounds too good to be true. You know, that probably is. Okay, very good. All right. Hello, Jenny from North Carolina. So, in Vietnamese, annuities are called Ninh Kim. And even though Vietnamese call it Ninh Kim, that may come from, it might be a Japanese word. You know how we all borrow from each other. Okay. So annuities can be awesome and they could be awful. Awesome and awful. They both start with A. And the reason why they can be either awesome or awful is because, like I've always said, anything that has the power to be amazing can also have the power to be very destructive. So if you don't do it correctly, you're going to be stuck a long time. and you might do something else better with your money instead. Okay, so we're going to answer some questions about annuities and show you kind of a live illustration demonstration. Nga is from Huế. Oh, but Ngô, Ngô, but Huế, trong, not Huế City, just Huế. Just Huế. Okay, just Huế. Okay, hello Huế. Huế hôm nay đẹp không? Okay. So if you have any questions regarding annuities, go ahead and write them in the comment section and I shall answer them. One thing that I think is stirring a lot of stuff up is obviously the Fed rate cut. If you guys missed my presentation a couple of weeks ago on the Fed rate cut, you should probably go back and look at it. But one of the effects of a Fed rate cut is that now you are going to see lower rates on savings accounts and CDs. Okay? So reduced returns on deposited funds. That means for you who are keeping your money in those high yield accounts that we've been enjoying, bye-bye. Those are going to go away soon. If your rates haven't dropped already, okay, you're going to start seeing them drop. Okay? Hello, Kimmy. Kimmy also just joined my team. I know a lot of guys ask me, what, do you got to be like gorgeous to join your team? No. We just happen to have a lot of beautiful Vietnamese women. Hi, Kimmy. So, những người mà đang save tiền trong CD, trong high yield account, okay? Là for a while you enjoyed it, okay? 4 chấm mấy, 5 chấm. 5 chấm is pretty good, nhưng mà nó sẽ là từ từ nó go away đó. And so what you need to do is, okay, bây giờ sao? Bây giờ mình phải làm sao? Như vậy là cái tiền của mình mà mình cứ để trong nhà băng. Okay, if you're just leaving your money in the bank, mình để trong những cái product mà cái tiền lời nó ít. Nhất là CD mà simple interest CD. Then tiếng Anh kêu là you're leaving money on the table. Okay, là sao? Là you could be making more money, but you're not because sometimes mình quen cái gì mình cứ làm như vậy. People get into a habit. If they don't take the time to learn something new, they're not going to do it. And so you will miss out. Okay, but this, for the normal consumer at home, this is what you're going to notice is that rates on CDs are going to start going down. Those high yield savings accounts also going to see rates going down. It is going to be harder to earn interest in these types of accounts. Okay, because now it's going to be cheaper to borrow money. So now, obviously, the reason why the Fed cut the rate is to kind of help stimulate the economy, make it cheaper to borrow. So people will borrow. Many of them will get in debt. But they're going to borrow and they're going to do things like buy homes and buy cars. Okay? So one thing that you can use, one piece of the puzzle, no one is saying put all your eggs in a basket, right? We all heard that. I'm so sick of that saying now. We need to say something else. We need to come up with a different saying. Nhưng mà mình không bao giờ mà mình để cả hết tiền cái tài sản của mình một chỗ hết. Okay? That's not smart. By the way, if the only thing you're doing is a 401k, that's not smart. If the only thing that you're counting on for retirement is Social Security, that's really not smart. Okay? Nên mình cần là phải diversify. You've got to diversify how you're growing your money. You've got to diversify the tax treatment of your funds. Okay? So diversification isn't just, oh, I'm going to buy some tech stock and then I'm going to buy some blue. No. It's also diversifying how your money will be taxed, how it will grow. Okie dokie. So everyone should agree on that, yeah? Yeah. So maybe, do I have a volunteer? So here's going to be my volunteer. I am going to do an illustration if like I am meeting you as a client and you tell me you have an old 401k. Oh, ding, 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 ding. If you tell me you have an IRA. Oh, if you tell me you have a Roth. Okay. These are things, and depending on how old you are, what your finances are like, what your horizon is like, are you going to retire in 10 years? 5 years? You might be in trouble. Okay? So this is not the same advice for everyone. It cannot be. I am not a hammer. I am not a hammer. And you might not be a nail. You might be a screw. And you might be loose. Might have a screw loose. Okay. So if let me tell you where you can get this. In fact, I think I have a thing on it, and I'm going to show you what kind of money can be transferred into an annuity. Okay, what kind of money can be transferred into annuity? Um, in fact, I'm going to go through this really quick, since if you didn't catch this, you need to see this so you can understand before I show you. Okay, so an annuity is a contract between you and the insurance company, okay, for your either lump sum or several payments. They're going to invest it. It's going to grow. And then one of the greatest benefits is that you can take a series of payments in equal intervals down the road. Okay? Nhất là lifetime income. There's a thing called guaranteed lifetime income, which is awesome. If you are afraid that you might outlive your savings, như vậy là mình chưa có để dành tiền enough. Và nếu mà mình không làm á, thì có thể mình sẽ run out of money. Who wants to run out of money? And no one has figured it. The number one mistake most people make when they plan is everyone thinks they're going to die soon. I don't know why. Proper financial planning, you should plan as if you are going to live forever. No, not forever. Nhưng mà for a long time. Okay? Khi mà mình ra những cái kế hoạch tài chính á, mình phải lo giống như là mình sẽ sống lâu thật lâu. Chứ không ai bao giờ mà you count on mình chết sớm, hoặc là mình some people, I'm not going to live till 80. How do you know? What if you do? Then you're in really big trouble because you don't have enough money. Okay? For all my Vietnamese friends who do not live in Orange County, California, you probably maybe you see it in your cities too. You know what is really awful? Bây giờ quý vị ở đây, quý vị biết nè. Quý vị bao giờ thấy ra ngoài đường thấy bao nhiêu mấy bác lớn tuổi rồi mà bây giờ homeless? Do you see that? Okay? Homeless. And if you looked at their history, they came here, they worked hard, they helped their children. Okay? One very big mistake that a lot of Vietnamese, probably a lot of Asian parents make is that they make their money, they save it, and then they take that money and they pay off the house and they pay the college education for their kids. And then when they're done with that, they say, okay, now I'm going to start thinking about my retirement. Wrong. Okay? So if you are considering paying off your mortgage, you better talk to me about it. Let's do the math. That might not be the smartest thing to do. Most of the time, it's not. Okay? I know a lot of people là không có muốn nợ nần nên tay cứ là muốn là trả nhà off cho rồi. Wow. Okay? So let's do something smarter. Let's get a plan that makes sense. Okay? Okay. So back to this annuity so you understand what it is. Okay? They're all different types. There's fixed. Như vậy là you know you're going to get a fixed interest rate. You know exactly how much money you're going to make. There's variable. Variable means up and down. Up and down. Index means up with the market. Nhưng mà nếu thị trường sụp mình không có mất tiền được. Say what? Có thể không đó? Yes. Okay. And then there are annuities where you put money in and you start taking your payments out immediately, or deferred, which means let's put our money in here and let's just grow the heck. Let's just grow it as much as we can. No risk. Did you hear that? How many of you have heard commercials, maybe on the radio, hoặc là on Facebook, about growing your money from 9 to 12%, no risk in the market? And you hear, and you're like, man, is that true? That sounds too good to be true. Okay? They're talking about annuities. Okay, of course, the fix. I'm not going to go through this because I have before. And if you need help, if you don't remember this, there's another video for it. Okay. Now, you will be taxed on the money that you make, unless it's a Roth annuity. Now, for people who are a little scared about taxes in the future and don't understand anything about how can I do a conversion, Roth conversion, we can help you do that. We can move your money from an IRA, an old 401k, okay? We can move it into an annuity, no penalty, no taxes, no fees. And then we can convert it into a Roth so that it grows tax-free. Okay, we can help you do that. So here's the thing. Mình mà không biết, oh my God, if people don't know what they don't know. Everyone listening now, you better start thinking, because now you know. And so if you make the mistake of not finding out more and not doing what's best for you, now it's on you, okay? Okay. So here are the pros and cons, and this is something that you should think about. So very good, you can get steady income, it grows tax deferred, okay? And you can customize it. Maybe you need a nursing home rider. Maybe you need lifetime guaranteed income. Okay, there are a lot of extras you can add to it. So if you're a retiree or you're looking at retirement 10 years down the road, okay, 10 years may sound like a lot of time. It is not. It is not. This is the time to start planning. I mean, planning, not it's time to start saving. You should have done that already. And then if you're an investor and you saw, như vậy là mình muốn đầu tư nhưng mà mình rất là sợ mất tiền. Okay? So risk averse investors, you are scared, you do not want to lose your money. Okay, here are the cons. So they are complex. But that's why you have someone like me to help explain all the points to you. Some of them have fees. Oh, yes, they do. Some of them have very high fees. People don't ask enough questions, okay? The ones I do have zero fees, zero. And illiquidity, that means not liquid. However, you can access the money in it in year 2. What? That's right. So let's say maybe you're 50 and you have an old IRA or an old 401k. You can't touch that money until 59 and a half. Otherwise, 10% penalty. Everyone knows that by now. Yes? Okay? Mình có cái 401k cũ hoặc là cái IRA. Mình phải đợi đến 59 tuổi rưỡi mới xài được cái tiền đó. Không là sẽ bị phạt 10%. Okay? Trên cái thuế phải phạt 10% nữa. But once you move it into an annuity, you can access that money in year 2. So you can do it today. And in 1 year, you can take out 10% penalty free. Can't do that if you leave it in an IRA. Can't do that if you leave it in your 401k. Okay? So that is very valuable. Like right now, you don't think it is until you hit like 53, 54, and you know you still got a lot of time before you can use that money. What if you need it? Okay. So investors who need a lot of flexibility with their money do not get an annuity. Because if you take it out too much too early, you will pay a penalty. Okay, very simple. You take it out too early, you will pay a penalty. Okay, so again, if you're a retiree, you're looking to retire, you're looking for tax deferred growth, you do not want to lose your money. You want to keep it safe, protect it from risk. Okay, so again, here's the difference. IRA 401k, nó đang lên xuống với thị trường. Maybe today it's 200,000, maybe tomorrow it's not. Okay? The moment it's in an annuity, it's never going to be lower than what you have. Như vậy, mình mà có 200.000, nó sẽ không bao giờ xuống dưới 200.000. Okay, you're going to grow your money. You're never going to go backwards again. Never going to go backwards again. The only way you could take out less than what you put in is if you, like in year 1 or year 2, say, I want to take out all my money. Okay, there's going to be a penalty and you're probably going to end up with less. Okay, rồi. So nhớ nha, as soon as you put money into an annuity, you have taken away the risk. And the awesome part is that you just cut it off at the bottom. Nhưng mà the top, you have not cut off. We're going to tie it to an index like the S&P 500. So you're going to get those market-like returns. You're going to make your money that's has more potential than just a simple CD, but you take away the risk. Oh, it does sound good. Here's how it works. There's you, if you were male. You put your money, okay, into an annuity. So the insurance company takes it. If you don't take the payments right away, then it's just going to grow tax deferred. Okay? Mọi người cứ biết tại sao mà grow tax deferred là tốt không? Okay? Là mỗi năm mình lời ha, nhưng mà nó không có bắt mình đóng thuế nên mình kể như là cái tiền vốn mình trong đó nó cao. So the amount of money that you are growing and earning interest on, you're not taking away from it. So it builds, and that's how you grow your money faster. And so 2 things can happen after that. 1, you die, your family gets the money. Or 2, you don't die, and you can start taking out regular payments. Or maybe you want to take out a lump sum. That's up to you. Okay, that's up to you. Nhưng mà the important thing is, especially if you are older and you're looking to retire and this is your money, you cannot risk it in the market. Okay. Now, everyone should know already, nhưng mà nếu mà chưa chưa biết it, so let me make it clearer. Let's say you have $100. Rồi thị trường nó xuống 10%. Okay? You're going to lose 10% of it. Market's awful. Okay? But then next year, market goes up 10% again. Oh, lucky you. Are you even yet? No. Market xuống 10%, lên lại 10%, mình chưa huề đâu nha, mình chưa huề. Right? So, $100, you lose 10%, now you have 90. Market goes up 10%, well, now you've got 99. Okay? Don't laugh at that $1. You know why? Because that's on $100. So if you have several $100,000 in your account and you take just a 10% hit, okay, now the math makes better sense, right? If you are 30, that's okay. You've got so much time, you can ride it out. The ups and downs are part of the market. The market's awesome. Okay, most wealthy people make their money in the market. Nhưng mà if you're 50 and you are looking to retire, you don't have that time. So 10% may. Some people, 40, 50% they'll lose when the market takes a dive because they don't know what they're doing. Okay. Some of them are all in futures. They're very high in stocks. It's very risky. They have no idea. They just left it there. No one's really doing anything. They're paying a fee. Oh, yes, you are. You're paying a fee, but no one's actually doing anything for you. Mm-hmm. Okay. So look at where you put your money and what you're doing with it. So when you are nearer to retirement age, you no longer have the time to make up that loss. Okay. It could take 10 years. Do you have 10 years just to get back to even? No, you don't. And so that's why it's important to have money that is safe, that you're still growing, but you're not going to risk it in the market. You're not going to risk losing what you have saved so far. Okay? That's why we use an annuity. Okay, ready to see an example? Ready to see an example? I need to see some answers or else. Okay, quý vị, ready to see an example chưa? I'm gonna build it and I'm gonna share my screen while I'm building it, okay? Let's see how we do this here. So I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So when you meet with me, after we talk and we actually do some math together, okay? So let's say because I'm in California, but you can be from anywhere. You can be from Texas. Or maybe let's say you're from Texas. Okay? And you have an old 401k. Okay? And I am going to put it into an annuity that does not have any fees. And then we're going to grow it. And I'm going to show you. Now, it doesn't matter how old you are. Unlike life insurance, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how healthy or unhealthy you are. Yeah, nên niên kim, nhất là những người mà họ không có mua bảo hiểm nhân thọ được á, they will go with annuity because they can't get life insurance. Okay? But even better là mình vừa có life insurance, vừa có một cái annuity và mua đúng cái để đừng có bị là fee, đừng có bị mất tiền vì fee. Okay? Mua đúng cái để nó đừng có những cái extra mà thật sự quý vị không cần. Okay? All right. So this person is in Texas and he's going to be a male and he's going to be 45. Okay. And let's say he has $250,000 in his old 401k. Okay. Now, this is kind of, quý vị có hiểu cái term watching the sausage being made? You probably don't. Of course not. Vietnamese don't hear about that stuff. Những cái mà họ kêu giống như là behind the scenes. Okay? Nhiều lúc the agents, they do work. They don't show you the work that they do. They just tell you. They tell you. Okay? And actually, I'm shocked by this because I don't work that way. Nhưng mà so many people do. Even with life insurance. They just tell you. They tell you how much you're going to pay. They tell you what you're going to get. No. Like, let's build it together. Like, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Okay? All right. Some lazy agents don't even change this at all. They don't change it at all. They're just going to leave it. Barclays is awesome. It is the very well-performing index. And so far, I believe it's the best performing index for this company. Okay, this company has been in business. By the way, this company has been in business nearly 139 years. Yep, that's a long time. 139 years. So let's think about the companies you trust. Do you trust Amazon? Do you trust Apple? Right? How long have they been in business? This company has been in business nearly 140 years. Okay, very strong financially, and that's what you want. Okay, So, and like, like some agents don't want to show you their secret sauce, but I don't care. Here's my secret sauce, y'all. Here's my secret sauce. Okay. Remember that. Okay, now I have to stop sharing so I can share. It opens up in a different window. Remember that. Here it is. Sorry. Okay, here it is. Remember that starting in year 2, you can take out 10% to use. No fees, no penalties. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna make it big for all of you people who are over 50. Okay. You're gonna see some terminology on the first couple of pages. Okay. This surrender charge schedule is important. Very important. Some agents don't even talk about it. It's awful because that is one of the most important aspects of an annuity. Okay. The allocations. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Okay. I'm going to tell you, let's say, Kimmy, I'm going to say, this is yours, Kimmy. And look, on page 5, it's going to guarantee you 0%. Now, Kimmy knows better, but let's say Kimmy doesn't know anything. And Kimmy says, why the heck do I want 0%? Who wants that guarantee? I do. Because 401ks don't have that guarantee. IRAs don't have that guarantee. Roths don't have that guarantee. Stock market, your brokerage account doesn't have that guarantee. What does that guarantee mean? That guarantee means you cannot lose your money. If the market like crashes, worst you can do is not make money. Okay? So your 401k doesn't have that guarantee. Neither does your IRA, neither does your Roth. But you still throw so much money into it without asking questions. Tại sao? Đó, 401k của mình, IRA của mình, Roth của mình, stock market, nó không guarantee mình. Nhưng mà mình vẫn, quý vị cứ là max out. Tại sao? Tại sao mình tin tưởng đến cỡ đó? So, this one guarantees 0%. So if you understand that, then you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want that guarantee. Cái guarantee này là thị trường sụp, mình không mất tiền được. So you look at page 5. You see credited interest rate? What does that mean? That means you make nothing. 0, 0, 0. Okay, market didn't go up a penny. And look, your money's still there. His money is still there. In fact, they give him a minimum guaranteed surrender value. So let's look at 10 years. He put in 250, and at 10, he'll take out 293,982. Or is that 962? Oh man, my eyes. Okay. Đó là guaranteed minimum. Nhưng mà cái trường hợp này sẽ không xảy ra, chưa bao giờ xảy ra. Okay. Thị trường cho nước Mỹ mà nó sụp mỗi năm như vậy là thôi rồi. Now we're going to look at page 6. This is the important page. Here's page 6. Okay, so page 6 says what? It says that you're going to put 250,000 in here. And with the allocations that I've chosen based on the recent performance. Hold on. Now I have to, I got to go in here, so I've got to tell you this. Past performance does not guarantee future performance. I shouldn't have to say that, but I'm gonna. Okay? Like the market, past performance does not guarantee future performance. Nhưng mà cái sự mà họ đoán là tại vì cái most recent. Okay? So they're going on most recent performance of the allocations that I chose, and that's what you see. Okay. So in 10 years, the 250, look at that number. 250 becomes, oh gosh, now I can't see. The 250 becomes 747,898. Okay? That's pretty darn good. Từ 250 mà trong vòng 10 năm mà quý vị lên được 747.000 is very good. Okay? So the effective rate right now is 11.58. So when you hear those commercials and they're talking about, from 9 to 12%, no risk in the market, yeah, they're talking about annuities. Now, I'm conservative. So of course that looks awesome and great, but I'm going to say, well, but wait a second. So let's look further, because this is if things go well. We don't know that things will go well. Okay? So, if you go down a little bit, you will see that this is an explanation of the allocations that I chose and how they've performed, from the most recent to the highest to the lowest. Look at the lowest, 7.91%. The highest was 13.5. Okay, most recently 11.58. That's pretty gosh darn good. Nhưng mà if I say, you know what, let's say it goes pretty bad, and you're just making the lowest it's ever made, or the lowest in the 7.91 there. Are you okay making that? Okay, there it is on a graph, so that if it goes really well, you can look about up here. Okay, the current illustrated rate right now, we're looking about right here. But let's say you only make the 7.9, then you're going to be down here. Okay, so then you ask yourself, are you okay with 7.91? I would be. Có Peter Huỳnh, có yes, mình có annuity khoảng 5 năm, có 5 năm, 7 năm, 10 năm, 14 năm nha. Và cũng là tùy tiểu bang nữa. Nhưng khi mà mình mua mà nó ít cái thời gian nó ít như vậy á, là cái tiền lời nó sẽ ít, những cái rate nó sẽ ít hơn nha. Okay? So yes, there are 5-year surrender periods, 7-year surrender periods. Oh, thank you Peter. Peter asked cái này Lina mới nhớ. Okay? So thank you for now I have to get the other thing because I want to show that, because that's so important. Hôm nay dở quá, quên cái đó quá trời quan trọng luôn. This is very, very important, and I'm so glad that Peter asked me, because now I've got to show it to you. So I'm going to share my screen again. Because so far everything looks great, right? Wow, you can make money, and wow, it's not going to be at risk, and even wower, no fees. So what's the downside? Khuyết điểm nó là cái gì? What is the bad part? Well, what's in it for them? They're counting on you to leave your money there for at least 10 years. Okay? Họ xài cái tiền mình họ đầu tư. So this is how that works. Bây giờ quý vị coi nè. Look at year 10. Okay? So let's look at year 10. Year 10 says we have 747,898. Phải không? Yep. And if you wanted to take all of your money, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Okay? Then that year, you take the whole 747,898. You get the whole thing. Okay? Nhưng mà if you do it 1 year earlier, so 1 year earlier, the balance is 707,446. Nhưng mà tại vì quý vị lấy ra 1 năm sớm, nó cho mình lấy ra là 694.712 thôi. Mình sẽ mất một chút tiền lời. Đó là cái tiền phạt tại vì mình lấy ra sớm. Mình lấy ra sớm chừng nào thì cái phần trăm của cái phạt á, nó cao hơn. So we go back to page 3 or whatever, 2 here. So here it is right here, from year 1 to year 10. Như vậy, in the first year, if you want to you take more than the 10%, Okay, it's going to be a 9% charge. And then từ từ nó xuống. Okay? So that would be the downside. That, it's a long-term commitment. They want you to keep your money in there for a long time. Okay? So that is how an annuity works. So if you are interested in a shorter term, like a 5-year surrender period or a 7-year surrender period, then the rates won't be as good as the product that I was just showing you. Also, if you are talking to someone and they're throwing this word around, this word right here, I'll show you which word. Cái chữ này nè. Okay? Cái chữ này. Okay? Bonus. Most products with bonuses, you're paying for it. In the long run, mấy cái kế hoạch mà bình thường thôi, no bonus, no nothing will perform better. Now, there are a few examples of when you should go with a bonus. If it's the right kind of bonus. Okay? Nếu mà cái bonus đó nó là premium bonus, như vậy là mình bỏ vào rồi nó cho mình cái bonus liền luôn. Mình bắt đầu mình đã có cái tiền rồi đó. Rồi mình bắt đầu mình sẽ sanh ra tiền lời trên con số đó. That's awesome. That's called a premium bonus. Sometimes they tell you you're going to have a bonus. Sometimes it's outrageous numbers like, 30%. Wow, mình nghe mình thích quá. And so you're thinking, wow, I've got 500 grand in my 401k. Yeah, I'd like a 30% bonus. But they don't tell you that you don't get the bonus until you start collecting the lifetime income. Okay? The lifetime income. Some people, you don't know what you're going to do in 5 years, let alone 10 years. So you are going to be paying a fee for that. You don't need it yet. And if you take your money and do something else with it before you turn on the lifetime income, no bonus. You don't see it. So mỗi lần mà mình nghe bonus á, please let me take a look at it to see nó thật sự là bonus hay không. Okay, nhiều người bị là cái đó. Trời ơi, nghe bonus khoái quá. No. Linda Lam is asking a question. Take the entire amount after 5 or 10 years, there would be tax-free with no fees, correct? Wrong. This is what people are doing. They don't even realize it. People are putting their money away in a 401k and an IRA, tax deferred, and they think, man, if I just, mình chịu khó đến 59 tuổi rưỡi, I'm just going to wait till 59 and a half, and that baby's tax-free. Oh, you are so wrong. That's why people come to me, because now they're in trouble. You will pay taxes. You will pay tax. There's no way around it. If you deferred it, you're paying it, baby. You're going to pay taxes. And so then I would ask you, like, if you went and bought a CD and you made money on it, would you pay taxes on it? Of course you would. And do you really think that the government came up with a plan so that you can avoid taxes altogether? So, Linda, if you are from Earth, the answer is no. You pay now or you pay later. Okay? My whole argument is most people should pay now. Most people should pay now, but no one thinks about it. In fact, since you brought that up, I want to see if I can bring up something to show you why you really need to think about it. Okay. I don't know if this is it. Oh no, that's my English. No. Like if you are deferring your taxes right now, you better ask yourself why. Why are you deferring your taxes? Why? I'll tell you why. You're deferring your taxes because you don't like to pay for it. You're deferring your taxes because you're complaining, taxes cao quá. Nó có thực sự cao hay không? Quý vị chưa biết phải không? It is not cao. Mình không thích thôi, mình kêu nó cao. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. Okay, by the way, these are just facts. not opinion, just facts. This is the history of federal income tax. 1913 was the first year they started it. Hồi đó, the highest tax bracket at that point was 7%. 7. Do you think people complained then? I bet they did. And then look what happened, okay? So, you've got wars and the Great Depression and more wars, and wars are very expensive. So taxes went up, okay? During World War II, 94%. 94. Okay? Có ai bao giờ mà 94% thuế không quý vị? Nghe muốn chết không? And then, from the 50s, 60s and 70s, những thập niên này nè, cái mức thuế cao nhất không bao giờ dưới 70%. The highest tax bracket from the 50s, 60s and 70s never went below 70%. How many of you can imagine paying 70% taxes? Of course you can't imagine it. You don't remember it. Okay? And so guess what? In the late 70s, they created a thing called 401k. It's a tax code, 401 Section K. Man, people are in trouble. Let's give them a way that they can hold off on those taxes. Okay? By the early 80s, everyone caught on. Now employers were taking it out straight from your paycheck. You don't even have to think about it. In fact, if I ask you now, how much are you putting into your 401k per paycheck? Do you know? Most people don't. Okay? But here we are, way at the right side of the screen, the present time. We are at near historic low taxes, you guys. Cái thuế mình đang trả bây giờ là gần như là low nhất trong lịch sử nè. Mà mình không biết phải không? Mình trả mình không thích, mình complain, nhưng mà thực sự nó đang thấp. Why is this important? Là tại vì quý vị đang hoãn thuế because you guys are deferring so much on taxes because you don't want to pay them now. Now, let's look at this. Hello, em. Bẻ gió. Now, let's take a look at this map again and let's see if it makes sense. So, if you were deferring your taxes, okay, back in the 70s right here, even, back during the 80s, awesome. So let's say that you were deferring your tax that whole time and then now you're taking it out and paying taxes. That was great because you are paying a lower tax bracket than you were then. But we are using a decades-old strategy when the world stage has changed. Like, you've got to change with the times. Why are we continuing to use a strategy from back then? And for many people, that's the only thing they're doing. Wow, mình hoãn để sau này nếu mà họ tăng thuế mình đóng thêm. Rồi khi đó có tức không? So if you think they're going to lower your taxes, defer all day long. But if there is a chance that they're going to raise taxes, just a chance, come on, then you better think about what you're doing. Okay? And then people think, oh, when I retire, I won't make as much money. I can't tell you how many times I talk, I write it out, I do the math. They're going to make more money in retirement. And if you make more money in retirement, you are going to be forced. That's right. I said that word. Forced. An RMD. You're going to be forced to take out money so that you can pay your taxes. And if you don't, because you're supposed to do it yourself. Mình mà quên, mình không biết, mình không làm, họ phạt mình 25%. 25% penalty if you don't take out your RMD on top of your taxes. Okay? Last year, it was 50% penalty. They're killing everybody. Okay? So look at this again. Mình đang làm gì đây? Hử? Bây giờ một cái paycheck nếu mà quý vị bỏ vào cái 401k mình 1.000 đi. If you're taking 1,000 from each paycheck, because you don't want to pay the taxes on it, and then you grow it. And that 1,000 down the road becomes 10,000. Okay? Bây giờ mình đóng vào 1.000. Rồi mình đầu tư, rồi sau này nó thành 10.000 thì quý vị phải đóng thuế trên con số cao hơn. Chứ sau này làm sao mà lấy ra 1.000 được? So, you will be paying taxes, possibly higher bracket, so higher taxes on a higher balance when you take out the money. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you may be surviving on $2,000-3,000 a month now. You think that's going to fly in 10 years? No. No, 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 no. Oh, Peter, tại vì Jen tính, no wonder. Please check your mail, Peter. We're so busy that fingers are fast, and then nó vẫn nằm trong cái draft folder. Hôm nay Jen có gửi rồi đó nha. So please answer and then we'll give you priority để là set up cái meeting right away luôn. Okay, so all of these things are very, very important để quý vị phải mình tìm hiểu, mình biết. Tự mình quyết định đi. Nè, 401k nó sanh ra hồi mà thuế mình là không dưới, cái thuế mức cao nhất không dưới 70%. Bây giờ cái mức thuế cao nhất là 37%. Mà mình hoãn, trời ơi là mình hoãn. What doesn't make sense là mấy người mà, and actually it makes sense. Okay? Mấy người mà bây giờ cái mức thuế của họ là 12%, 22%. Oh my God, it's so low. Nhưng mà you feel like you don't have enough money to live. You don't want to do all those taxes. Nên mình cứ hoãn, nhưng mà sau này quý vị sẽ run into big trouble đó. Nên bây giờ quý vị coi lại ha. Are you saving your money là một? Hai, quý vị save ở đâu? Mình đang hoãn thuế, mình phải coi lại, mình tính lại đi. I will help you do the math, so meet with me. I'll help you figure it out. Nếu quý vị có một cái 401k cũ, bây giờ nó đang nằm trong cái account nào đó, an old 401k, an IRA. Còn Roth nha. I talk to a lot of people in their 50s mới bắt đầu mở cái Roth. Trời. Như vậy là họ không có hiểu, họ không có biết how it works. Because it's very late. Cái Roth mỗi năm nó cho mình bỏ trong đó là 8.000 đồng thôi. Nếu mà mình trên 50 tuổi, right? 8.000 đồng một năm. How are you going to make enough money if that's all you can invest in a year? By the way, invest with risk. Mình bỏ 8.000 nhưng mà maybe next week nó thành 5.000. Right? So let's think about it. Let's make some smart decisions. Nên nếu mà mình sắp về hưu hoặc là mình về hưu rồi, Lina cũng rất là surprise, có nhiều người để cho con cái mình nó đầu tư với tiền mình. Rồi. Unless they are professional, please. Why? Tại vì người trẻ bây giờ, you know what they want to do? They're investing. It's high risk. Some of them put it all in crypto, lost all their parents' money. It's awful. Okay, so get some real good help. Chứ đừng có phải kêu là nó là gambling. Mình làm như vậy là mình đang gambling với tiền hưu trí của mình đó. And you should not do that. Okay? So, old 401k, IRA, Roth, tiền trong CD, uổng quá. Bây giờ quý vị cần phải keep một chút tiền mặt trong cái nhà băng for emergency. Nhưng mà mình có tiền sitting somewhere. Let's grow it. Let's grow it. Okay? So, if you don't have the protection yet, you should have life insurance. Tại vì quý vị cũng có thể là đầu tư trong cái life insurance cũng là tiền lời mình không đóng thuế. Rất là hay, rất là tốt. Okay? Nhưng mà nếu mình có rồi thì bây giờ có cách khác để mình tiếp tục mình đầu tư. Tiền lại kép đàng hoàng. Nhưng mà không cần là phải sợ rủi ro thị trường, who cares? Bây giờ nó mà xuống, mình đứng yên, okay? Okay, so there's my email right there, that's my email. Quý vị cần gì đó, email me please, okay? We can do something else. Okay, what is Sandy saying? Sandy, you have not understood anything and you've not understood anything. Like, if you're asking me to increase your tax deferral, you're fired. You're fired. Okay? Most people with low tax brackets right now, I would contribute. Now, this is generalized. Obviously, every person's situation is different. I actually know your situation, Sandy, so I'm shocked you're asking. Nó match mình thì mình bỏ tiền vào đó để mình lấy cái tiền match của nó. Nhưng mà quý vị đừng có nghĩ, trời ơi, cái hãng tôi nó tốt, dễ sợ luôn. Mình bỏ tiền vào 401k nó match cho mình. Không phải là tốt nha quý vị, nó khôn. Tại vì nó đang trừ thuế. Nó match cho mình là nó đang trừ thuế. Thì nếu mà có một người trừ thì phải có một người trả. If someone is deducting the tax, someone has to pay for it. So when your employer matches your 401k, they are passing along the tax liability to you. And if you don't take care of your finances and come up with a good plan, you will pass that along to your children. Quý vị biết mình mà có IRA. Some people have a lot of money in their IRA. Okay? Okay, bây giờ quý vị tưởng tượng đi. Thường cái tiền đó trong vòng 10 năm là nó phải gấp đôi. Okay? Mình đầu tư là thường nó vậy. Và nếu mà khi mình mất mà trong cái IRA của mình 1 triệu đồng, 1 triệu is actually not a lot. Nó không nhiều đâu. Okay? 1 triệu đồng. Mà quý vị không có lo cái planning cho đúng, thì khi mình mất mình để lại cho con. You leave an IRA to your child, your children. Do you know what happens? They are forced to withdraw it within 10 years. And when they do that, they up their taxable income. Okay? They will owe a lot of tax on money that you saved and you grew and you deferred. So you need to come up with a plan. Quý vị, mình thương con nha, mình phải nhìn lại chứ mình đừng có nghĩ, tôi thương con, tôi trả off cái nhà để sau này có gì nó có cái nhà. Wrong. Mình đi đường đó là sai. Tại vì thực sự sau này con mình nó có muốn nhà mình không? Hay là nó ở riêng rồi? Right? Và mình có mấy đứa con. Mình để lại cái nhà cho đứa nào? Mình có cái plan. Nếu mà sau này mà mình mất, mình để tiền, mình để cái nhà lại. Nếu mà nó muốn bán thì sao? Chia sao? Right? You got to think about it. They need money. They need money, and even better if it's tax-free money. Còn như đây, quý vị mà để lại cái IRA, cái luật bây giờ nó phải rút ra hết trong vòng 10 năm. Và phải đóng thuế. Như vậy, nếu mà con mình đang trẻ, cũng có gia đình, nhưng mà con nó đang nhỏ, sau này xin tiền học, cái income quá cao, đâu xin được đâu. Okay? Đâu xin được đâu. Nên cái tiền mình work so hard, mình save, mình grow, sau này, trời ơi, you're gonna lose a lot of it to taxes. So don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's a lot of information. Okay? A lot of information. No, I want a different one. I want a different song. Oh yeah, that's the one I want. Yes, rồi. Nên nếu mà quý vị, mình nhìn lại đi ha, nếu mà quý vị cần, quý vị liên lạc với Vina, đây là email address nè. Coi là mình nên làm cái gì. Okay? Nếu mà mình sắp về hưu trong năm tới, trong 5 năm nữa, wow, you better call me now. Trong vòng 10 năm mà quý vị sẽ retire là mình phải là đâu vào đó rồi đó. Nhưng mà nếu chưa, please call me so we can do something. Chứ tại vì mình không biết, mình không làm thì sau này con mình phải chịu. That's no good. No bueno. No bueno. So today we're learning Spanish. No bueno. Okay. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like, then you put a thumbs up, yeah? And thanks for listening. We'll see you Thursday. I'll come up with something fun for English class. Mwah. Thank you, Michael, for watching. Again, Tiffany. Call me, Tiffany. Can't put money in shoeboxes, Lena. No. No. Peter, please, let's meet. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you Thursday. Okay. All right. Bye.